What's good, Atlanta Hawk fan? Y'all know what time it is. Hawks up. What's good, family? Today, right now, we're doing a video. We're going over the player ratings of our players and coaching staff from last night's defeat, winning streak over. Stopped at 7 games by the Toronto Raptors. Got to tip my cap to the Toronto Raptors. They came in on that in our house. We punched them in the mouth. They got up and then they punched us in the mouth and kept us at bay. Let's chop it up. Okay, so player ratings. Last night we only played 9 players. Don't ask me why. I don't know what Nate doing. He must think this the playoffs. We got a whole second half of the season to go. But let's get into these player ratings, guys. Player rating. Let's start off with Deandre Hunter. Deandre Hunter gets a 5 from me and the boys. He wasn't that much of a factor last night. Let me pull up his stats, guys. My bad. I'm usually prepared, but I'm still trying to play catch up with everything since coming back from Atlanta. So DeAndre Hunter, we give DeAndre Hunter a 5. Um, 17 points on 7-15 shooting, 5 rebounds, but really wasn't a factor in the game. He had like a quiet 17 points. Um, Pretty much did what he usually does. He hit about, usually gives about 14 to 18 points a night. So he had about an average night. He shot the ball efficiently, so we gave him a 5 on that. John Collins, last night won't it, bro. I need more than 3 for 11 from the field from my elder statesman. Okay, I need more than 3 for 11. I need more active. I need more. I need more. John. John gave me 6 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. But like I said, I need more than 3 for 11 shooting and 0 for 4 from the field. I'm so used to John Collins being an efficient player. I'm used to him. Usually that's a 7 for 11 night. But it is what it is. We had a number of players who had bad shooting nights. John was one of them. A lot of Hawks fans look at John as a so-called number two, whatever that means. Um, but number two, number three, number four, number five don't even matter. He did not get the job done last night, so we give John Collins a 3. Clint Capella, he gets a 3. He played 0 minutes of the fourth quarter. So we paying the guy $25 million. He can't even play in the fourth quarter. Maybe Travis might want to rethink that. Capella didn't really give us nothing. He gave us some basic stuff you could get from anybody. He gave you 6 points. He gave us 8 boards. Didn't play none of the fourth quarter. That's going to be an issue. You know, if he not playing in the fourth quarter, what is he here for? Why are we giving him all this money? He has to do better. Him and Collins, you got to do better. Especially if you know the touches, especially Collins. If you know the touch is gonna be limited, we got to do better. Um, Kevin Herter had a great offensive game. Great offensive game. Kevin Herter went for 26 points. He gave you 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He was very efficient, 9 for 12 from the field, 5 for 6 from three, 4 turnovers, and he was one of our wing defenders. And I don't know why he didn't step up to the challenge, but it looked like he didn't want no parts of uh, Trent Jr. last night neither. I need Kevin Herter gonna have to step up on that defensive end, guys. We gave Kevin Herter a 7. Um, we gave him an 8 at first for his offense, but uh, the crew decided to take a point away for his lack of defensive effort. So Herter gets a 7. DeLon Wright, he gets a 5. Um, he was 1 for 7 from the field, but let me tell you, if we are dependent on DeLon Wright to score the ball, we are in trouble. Okay, DeLon Wright, like I said earlier, guys, he plays within his skill set. He ain't gonna give you nothing more. He ain't gonna give you nothing less. He not gonna lose a game for you. So we gave him a 5, just a generic night for DeLon Wright. Gallo, and also DeLon Wright led the team in assists. Gallo 4, bad shooting night for Gallo. Off shooting night for Gallo. He shot terrible from the field, man. And And you know what's so funny? Gallo take like some of the hardest, well, to me, some of the hardest looking shots, man. But Gallo, I need more than 7 points, my guy. I need more than seven. 1 for 5 from the field. He didn't give me nothing else. He gave me 3 fouls and a turnover. I need more than that in 23 minutes, Gallo. You shoot the ball. And then he only had 5 shots. That's weird. Gallo usually get you. He usually gonna get about 10 attempts, but he only had 5 shots. But like I said, I need more than 7 from Gallo. So Gallo got a 3. Excuse me, Gallo got a 4. I'm sorry. Bogey got a 6. He had a good offensive night. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 16 from the field, 4 for 11 from three, 0 turnovers. Primary, he was a primary defender, I think, on Trent Jr. Horrible. We had to take a point away. Matter of fact, we took 2 points away. We gave him an 8, but we had to take 2 and give him a 6 for that defensive effort. Just flat out horrible. Just, oh my God, like nobody was on Trent Jr. That's why Herder and Bogey. That's why they lose points. That defense, you got to play both sides of the ball, guys. Both sides of the ball. So Bogey gets a 6. Lou Will, he gets a 7. He did his job. We came in. He did his thing with the second unit. He do what Lou Will does. Didn't do nothing more. I mean, didn't do nothing less. Didn't hurt the team. Uh, he actually hit the 3 that gave us back the lead. But we folded. But he get a 7. Onyeka Konwu, he gets a 8. He almost had a double last night. He was 9 points, 9 rebounds. He brings energy. He brings let me change that. He brings defensive energy. Had a nasty block on was that Trent? It was on somebody. He had a nasty block. He just took the ball from the dude. So Onyeka gets a 8. Everybody else on the team got DMPs, your TLCs, Jalen Collins, Sharif Cooper, Skylar Mays, Kevin Knox, DMP from coach's decision. Don't know why. I mean, at this point, he should have been put, anybody now to try to help us on that defense on that perimeter, especially on Trent Jr., but, he didn't. For the coaching staff, man, Nate and the boys, I give them a 4, man. First of all, he waited, in my opinion, if your star player not going to play, let's call that early. Don't wait till the last minute, man. I could see if this was a playoff game or something, but, it's a regular season game. Call it out early. If you're not going to play, let it be known. That way you can get a new game plan with DeLon Wright as your point guard and come up with different ways to get the ball in the bucket. I give Nate and the boys, I give them a 4, man. He's scared to use, I don't know why he's scared to use challenges. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to show some faith in the player. Now, I understand, I ain't saying challenge everything, but there's a couple calls he could have challenged. I mean, so what? You lose a timeout. It happens. You're not going to win every challenge, But I don't think Nate did not have the team ready yesterday against the Raptors. Let me change that. He didn't have the team ready to start the third quarter. I don't know what he told them boys in the locker room, but they came out and whatever adjustments Nick Nurse made worked. Whatever Nate did didn't work because we got outscored 33-15 in that third quarter. So that's unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. And then why are we running a 9-man rotation? Like, this ain't the playoffs. We're not even close to the playoffs. We're not even in the playoffs if the season ended. So why would, well, we'd be in a playing game, but why would you only play 9 players? I don't understand. Why only play 9 when you could have threw Jalen Johnson out there for some length on Trent Jr. You could have put Skylar Mays out there for added energy boost on the defensive side of the ball, But I guess he don't like trying to fix stuff on the fly. So for that, Coach Nate and the staff, we give you a 4. So that's the player ratings. Let me go over them again so y'all can hear it one last time. Deandre Hunter gets a 5. John Collins gets a 3. Clint Capella gets a 3. Kevin Herter gets a 7. DeLon Wright gets a 5. Gallo gets a 4. Bogey gets a 6. Lou Will gets a 7. And Onyeka gets a 8. And that's the player ratings for last night's game. Remember, guys, the player ratings go from 1 to 10. 5 being the middle, meaning you just played your average game. 10 being you was balling. 1 meaning you really lost us the game and just fucked up completely. You know what I'm saying? And remember, our player ratings, guys, is just for that game. That game only. We don't do player ratings for past games or what we think gonna happen. It's only for the game that was recently played. So I'm your boy MI4K20, man. Y'all know what time it is. Hawks up. I'm out.